I mean, no.
I think I'm glad I didn't go.
I'm very glad you didn't go. You'd have been unbearable.
It was rubbish.
It was truly woeful.
Was it really as bad as it sounded? Because it sounded a bit boring, to be quite honest.
Yeah, it really was. It was one of those where the only way I can describe it properly is it was like Chesterfield times 100. We just we seemed unable to pass the ball. And bearing in mind, we were a Louis down, which was a problem. He swapped Bowditch and brought Bowditch and Powell on instead of Hall and Baker. I keep wanting to say Hall and Oates, which is probably... we need a player called Oates. But yeah, it was one of those where he rotated a bit, which, certainly didn't work.
Cowshed Dan's just tweeted in, huddle.
Excellent one. Cheers, Dan. Keep it up. I mean, it's really difficult to sort of... I'm sure if anyone actually knew what the problem was, then we wouldn't do it. But they closed us down. They did what we know we struggle against. They pressured us every time we had the ball. They hadn't cut the grass in some time. The ball was bobbling all over the place.
They'd done their homework, those boys.
That old tactic.
The pitch looked perfect.
Cut the grass tactic.
And it just wasn't. But they seemed to cope with it a whole lot better than we did. And I think I'm right in saying it was something like the 81st minute before we had our shot.
The shot.
You only have one shot and goal.
Yeah. One shot.
Yeah. I'd probably stop listening, but I didn't even know it was still on.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a great day out. I mean, we've all been there at some point in the past. It's a great place. We went on the memorial circuit. We did the whole thing. We went to the cafe at the top of the hill. Cheap sausage, bacon and egg, fantastic. Then down to the supporters club.
Who did you go with there, my man?
Myself, Mrs Brando and Mr Kaiser Soze.
Oh, right.
But we met others there. There were other people there as well.
Not just you three. That would have been all right.
Just the three of us would have been interesting.
Fine, wouldn't it?
Yeah, to be fair, I mean, Kaiser and I listened to Northern Soul all the way there and all the way back and had a great time. Hence the Al Wilson track to start us off this evening. We just... I
was putting the fence up.
That's exciting.
I've put it on you.
Putting the fence up and arguing with politicians. But we can't talk politics. So
I'll say you have to have politicians about...
Yeah.
We can't talk politics.
No, we can't.
It's a good job.
Yeah. They couldn't either. It was one of those... I mean, yeah, there were lots of people getting up tight because he rotated again and bought Powell and essentially what they're saying is that he should have carried on with Hall and Baker. Yeah, but the entire thing, what we essentially had other than Louis was the team that started against Swindon. And that went rather well anyway. So to actually put in Hall and Baker, that was rotation. So
in my life, and this will come as a massive surprise, so get ready with the news just in, that I think probably Crobble actually knows better than everyone else what he's doing, to be quite honest.
You heard it here first. It's possible that Crobbo knows what he's doing.
It's made me feel a bit dirty saying that, but there you go.
Yeah. So look, I had a great time. The most entertaining thing was realising they had a stand called the KMF stand. So the Carl McFasdean stand was the highlight of the day. It really was that bad.
It says a lot, doesn't it?
We had fun, and I think I thought we were good. There was 383 of us or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is, is less than I was hoping, but it was okay. It's a really difficult ground to make much atmosphere in because you've got quite a high roof, quite a wide stand, and wind blowing all over the place. So
was it windy? I think I remember.
It was windy. It was windy.
They did say that on the radio that the conditions were terrible.
Yeah. But again, it really didn't excuse what we ended up with. But we got a point, and when you're not playing well, I guess any time you get a point, it can't be that bad.
A point's better than none.
Point is better than none. We should have that. Should be our
point, funnily.
By one.
Yeah.
Preston, they didn't win either. It was a draw there, so that was good.
That was the frustration because we heard we heard the Preston goal go in, and then we heard Alby get the equaliser, and it was like, oh, this is written. This is just gorgeous, but it wasn't to be, and. Until last night where things changed around a little bit, but we'll talk more on that later on.
You can just imagine Wilby scoring that goal, can't you? Pulling up his Bristol shirt to celebrate and there'll be a Don shirt underneath it.
Oh, yeah.
I think old matey said that last night, didn't he? Luke said that on the radio last night, didn't he?
That was cool. Yeah, he scored again last night.
Did he?
He got the 6th goal.
Yeah, they hammered them, didn't they?
Party time though, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Good luck to them. I have nothing against them. They're all right.
They've been the most consistent side in the division, obviously.
They deserve to go up.
I don't think they were. It was really weird. Even when we played them, I didn't think they were the most striking side you've ever seen. They weren't. They didn't look to be brilliant at anything in particular, except they were really, really consistent. Played for each other really well. Battled hard. Never gave up. Which probably makes them a really good side, to be honest.
And Yeovil have gone down, so that's always pleasing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's such. If ever there was a cautious note about going up when you're not ready for it, that's it.
Let's hope when they play on the last day of the season, they bring that banner with the old Crobo Who on it. That'll be amusing.
That will, yeah.
Yes, and the green and white hoops. You deserve to go down just for that strip there. I've said it out loud now.
Do you reckon we can get them to put a K on the front of it? That would be brilliant.
Let's get on that case right now.
We'll start it.
Yeah,
here.
It's a shame we didn't win, but you can't win all the time. At least we didn't lose, and we're still nip and tuck with them, aren't we? That's as good as you can expect, really.
Indeed. Okay, all right, we'll probably come back and talk about some other football later on. But for now, this.
Hi, this is Lisa Lavelle. Join me for Lazy Sundays on Secular Sounds. I've got music to soothe you, move you, and groove you. Sundays at 2 p.m. on Secular Sounds.
Right, the next bit of the show, we'll finally bring you some of your suggestions for Duran Duran flavoured Don's chants. We'll lower ourselves into the mire of the working classes to learn more. Hang on a minute, oh sorry, Barca, I've just done a good move there, sorry. I've got Barcelona on in case anyone's not noticed that. So where were we? Blah blah blah, mire working class, to learn more about how quaintly they all speak. And we'll hear who loves our chairman. Oh, I'm going to have to put it in front of it. I can't see it now because Barcelona are absolutely hammering PSG and it's a good game. Sorry. We'll hear who loves our chairman almost as much as us. That plus other stuff and promos for other shows. Seriously. And we might talk about Fleetwood game too because we were all there and it was great. All three of us in this room were there. It was brilliant.
Can't argue with that.
It was a lie.
Yes.
It wasn't brilliant.
Facts may have been changed to
annoy someone.
That'll do.
All right, Dan.
This just in, following the rather emphatic first 5 minutes against Scunthorpe, Carl Carobbo Robinson has proposed a number of radical changes to the structure of the game to the footballing authorities. Carobbo has proposed firstly that all games now only last a total of 6 minutes. Secondly, that we be forced to change ends in the first half in every match, and that lastly, we should be allowed to play Scunthorpe every week. More on this once we've established what to do with the remaining 84 minutes of each match.
Okay, you can contact us by wishing non-fateful but temporary debilitating... That was easy for me to say, wasn't it?
It was, wasn't it?
But temporary debilitating illness on the entire Preston squad, or alternatively, you can use more conventional methods. You can contact us on Facebook, and we're at facebook.com/the MooCamp. You can tweet using the hashtag the MooCamp during the show. You can email radio@moocamp.com. You can text 80085, but remember to start your message with, "It's not like anyone suggested we stab him," and that was so funny, by the way, it really made me laugh. Or you can text direct to the studio on 07848 930 396.
Raymond, thank you very much.
Right, I've got some tweets and some texts in. I've got one here from Brian White. He's tweeted in to say, "Am I the only one to say automatic promotion doesn't matter? This team and fans deserve a winning day out at Wembley."
That's a genuine tweet from
MK Dons.
From Brian White, from former MP Brian White.
Really?
Yeah.
Brian, mate, room for improvement with that, I've got to be honest. Kevin from Bath has texted in to say simply believe. Simon from London, he's texted in to say, "I'm starting to worry about Kevin. Has anyone seen him at a match recently? He's always busy on a Saturday these days." Well, there you go. Ian from Netherfield, he's texted in to ask, "Could we say happy birthday to Shireen, please? Also, could we do it before 8:45 as she always goes out, just before 9 on a Wednesday night, because he doesn't know where she goes. So, happy birthday to you." And Sammy from Bolbeck Park, he simply says, "Dons, Dons, 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 Dons."
I pressed the loop button just a second too late then. Yeah, okay, a few others we got flying around. In terms of Lisa and Karen, we've actually had, I don't know if this is breaking protocol in some way or not, but Lisa has actually tweeted in to say, "Because I love her, you should know she hasn't missed a game this season and thoroughly deserves to win." So Lisa is voting for Carolyn.
Oh, really? Wow.
I mean, genuinely wasn't expecting that. Cowshed Dan says that he was hashtag huddled round Twitter. Obviously Hector, what a great handle. Obviously Hector says, please can we get a Carl Robinson Who banner ready for the last day of the season? Okay, yeah, we were kind of on that one, but that would be good. Yeah, particularly if we're going up or something like that. And then he's done the same thing and said the same, yes. Please, can we get a Carl Robinson Who banner ready for the last day of the season? But this time, hashtag the MooCamp. I see what you did. All right, I'm with you. I'm ready. Okay.
It's the franchise. It's the franchise watch. It's the franchise watch. It's the franchise watch.
Yes, indeed. It's time for Franchise Watch, where, for the new and uninitiated amongst you, we just go out and see what other people are saying about us. It's wonderfully entertaining, and for those of you who've started to retweet things with the hashtag Franchise Watch, I appreciate that, because it makes it much easier for me to find. Although I've got a handful of searches which tend to bring them up anyway. But yes, let's just see what we've got. Franchise team MK Dons may as well gone to Ireland. Would have got you out the country.
Chuffing MK Mongs. All Wildy's results came in except for Franchise FC 0-0 at Port Vale for 40 dabs. Hashtag bleep they are. Well done there, mate.
MK Dons is a tricky one. Not technically a franchise, but understand why critics class it as one.
I love the fact that people are arguing the semantics of it.
Wow, yeah.
It's not technically, but... I swear MK Dons bleep my coupon. To me, this sounds Scottish. I don't know if it's...
That's
I
fine.
swear MK... No, that's not Scottish. I swear MK Dons bleep my coupon every week. Bleeping franchise bleeps.
What a bleep franchise club.
Hate MK Dons, franchise beastwards, but at least they're keeping Scunthorpe in the mix with us.
I've come to an agreement. If MK go up, I will get franchise tattooed on my arse.
3-0.
That was from Pete Winkleman.
3-0 home defeats to MK franchise can take the mind to dark places. Oh, well,
I like that. That's good.
a
Dark
one.
places.
How you can endorse visiting this excuse for a club. I like that.
Yeah.
He asks questions like that. It's a statement. How you can endorse visiting this excuse for a club. Question.
This is how you can do it.
Taking Wimbledon's place in the league was a travesty. Hashtag franchise FC. Hashtag AMF.
383 MK Dons FC fans made the trip to Port Vale. What a bleep club, comma, franchise FC, ... exclamation mark.
And keeping with the same the same theme there, apart later, we're a well-run club.
Franchise FC, lucky at the mighty Valiant today.
No good low rent franchise FC.
At least we didn't get beat 4-0 by Franchise FC.
I just got to say that one.
4-0?
4-0. It's first mention of Man United. But that was a Liverpool fan arguing with a Man United fan on Twitter. and that was his... It was at least we didn't get beat 4-0 by Franchise FC, Man United.
So what are you saying? We beat Man United 4-0?
I'm saying we beat Man United 4-0.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
We need a musical thing to announce that each time it comes out. Remind me of that.
That's very good.
Sorry, yes. So is it you, Modders?
I have no idea. One of the best things about this promotion is the two horrible clubs we're keeping down. Hashtag swindle, hashtag franchise FC.
Franchise FC are taking the bleep, walking through us. We're hopeless, too good.
What's the point of arguing consistently against people in party that fundamentally don't share your own view?
Listen, I know that's not directly about us, but that's from the person that...
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
That's from who, sorry?
The person, we won't name him, but that's directly a direct quote from the person...
possible main contributor to this section,
You
or the
cannot
latter
name.
part of this section.
suggesting, questioning the point of arguing consistently against people that fundamentally don't share your own view.
He couldn't make you up.
Anyway, the way hashtag Man United, we've done Man United, haven't we now?
Yeah,
the
Man
way
United,
hashtag
4-0.
Man United turned their season around after that 4-0 humiliation versus MK Dons is impressive.
Big up to MK Dons, keep winning, doing the ting for promotion. That's Isle McLeod. Seriously, that's an Isle tweet. That's fantastic.
Must say, hashtag MK Don Stadium is tidy.
That's the Wombles. They did that.
You hit the MK Dons.
Not scripted. That's spontaneity.
Straight like that, off the cuff. Don't get
You
us
hit
on
the MK
sex
Dons
music.
manager with your handbag, didn't you?
Bizarre. Nil shots on target. This is all in capitals, so imagine me shouting. Nil shots on target. It is Barcelona we are playing, isn't it?
We drew the last 85 minutes.
I like that.